What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome. First off, I would like everyone to please not watch this show or the preceding show. That's going to be on Rumble. But first, I want to address something before we even get into the show. I intentionally went early, off the left field, just to confuse people so nobody would actually watch this show. So please, this is all JSD's fault, and don't watch this show. First, I want to address something that happened at my Michigan State University over the weekend.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Also, if you're not a total degenerate, never mind. We'll go to the next. Well, let me cover this real quick. So here's my official statement on this. Michigan State apologizes for showing Adolf Hitler image on Spartan Stadium scoreboard. So apparently last night, and I don't know that there's a picture of it in this MLive article. If not, we can probably find it on Twitter. But I was hoping that there'd be a picture up here, but of course there wouldn't be. So last night, allegedly about an hour and a half before the game, the Michigan State Spartans showed an unverified, unvetted trivia source that they were not allowed to have and not supposed to have, but they showed it anyways. One of the questions was that, let me see if I can find it. There's a question about where the historical figure Adolf Hitler was born, and it was part of a bigger trivia quiz show. They play it previous to games. It's pretty common in all the stadiums. Apparently, they ripped this off, and now they have nobody to stand. This is the actual photo of the scoreboard at Spartan Stadium with Adolf and Austria. So that's the picture. So East Lansing, Michigan State is apologizing after an image of Adolf Hitler appeared on Spartan Stadium video board Saturday night prior to its game against Michigan. Multiple images circulating on social media Saturday showed an image of the Nazi leader's face on the stadium's largest scoreboard, alongside the trivia question and answer about his birthplace. Michigan State said the scoreboard content came up from a third-party vendor. The school no longer used that vendor and will update its screening procedures. MSU is aware of the inappropriate content by a third-party source was displayed on the video board prior to the start of tonight's football game. MSU spokesperson Matt Larson said in a statement, "We are deeply sorry for the content that was displayed, as this is not representative of our institutional values. Michigan State will not be using third-party source going forward and will implement stronger screening and approval procedures for the video board content in the future." Timestamp on the scoreboard shows that the image appeared 80 minutes before kickoff of Saturday night's game. Michigan State regularly shows rotating trivia questions on its stadium video boards prior to the game. So here's my quick 2-minute breakdown on this. Michigan State is a school in crisis. There is a lot of bullshit happening up there with the Mel Tucker, with the state of our program. Obviously, still reeling from the Larry Nassar debacle, and Michigan State needs direction. I am, always will be, and will continue to be a Spartan. I love my school, and although we're in a bad spot, there's no way in hell I abandon my school. I think we need some reforms up there. We need somebody to pull their head out of their ass, and we need some new members on both the Michigan State Board of Trustees and the people in the front office. With that also being said, Adolf Hitler is a massive, massive figure from history. Yeah, what he did was completely abhorrent. And he should not be celebrated, but he should still be able to be put in a trivia board at a major university. It still happened. He was still a major historical figure, and not everybody in history is good. So that's my take on it. I'm not a big fan of this whitewashing history and not allowing somebody who's so historically relevant to be somewhere in a trivia answer. I think that's just asinine. And I do understand that there was also a pastor, a Jewish pastor that was killed in Detroit that same day. Somebody said it was insensitive, blah blah blah. Yeah, it was unfortunate timing, and any time anyone dies, it's unfortunate. But I don't think it was a malicious attempt by Michigan State University to take a side in the Palestinian war, or to take a side in, a Jewish person being murdered, or to take a side in any of that. I think it was a bonehead mistake by a university that needs to get its shit together. No, I agree. After you delete 6 million people, that's history and must be shared, not forgotten. Exactly. I think that's absolutely right. Because if you forget about history, you're doomed to repeat. Especially in the turmoil that have going on in this world right now. So yeah, I think that they were absolutely. I think it was and those are specifically for there's the stunt people. They're the same thing that you see in movie theaters, all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure a good portion of people think that Adolf Hitler was born in Germany. He was not. He was certainly born in Austria, which is the correct answer. I think this is just another attempt to pile on and take down Michigan State University at its lowest. We certainly, again, have some things to fix. My audio died. Is it back, Snafu? We certainly have some things to fix, and I'm certainly not proud of my university, but I'm not going to step away from them. We all get misguided. We all go through lows. We all go through highs, and sometimes you just have to back up and fix it and work on the next go at it. So that's my take on that, because I think it's well known that I'm a Spartan. So, and I won't run from anything my university does. Call them out when they fuck up, but also when I think somebody's taking pot shots at them, I'll call that too. So, just cause the only thing Ohio State has to worry about is beating Michigan, because God, if they make it to the playoff, I'm going to be pissed. Also, for those who don't want, so now into the stream. Now that we're done with that mess, the stream. So those who don't know, we're going to be going through some of what's called Urban Dictionary. So it's back. It got crackly and distorted. Just cause I'm serious. Like, if you guys don't beat Michigan, we're not going to be friends anymore. Because fuck Michigan. But anyways, so moving on. Urban Dictionary is let me explain it the best way I know possible. Oh, okay, Digger. So I'll say it the best way I know possible. It was a dictionary for Redditors and their terms to be understood by boomers. So, and you know what? I thought I was going to just go to Rumble, but I've already said Hitler like 7 times, so fuck it. I might as well just stay here, right? This is for educational purposes only. Please do not get offended. Or if you are offended, now's time to leave, boys and girls. Urban Dictionary is a super old Northern English half the time. Well, I mean, not the ones we're going to go into today. So there's yeah, fuck it, we'll just stay here too. There's a degree and an air of shock comedy with it, or shock to it. And if you're not into this kind of thing, again, viewer discretion. Yeah. Also in the Discord, we have the Miami Dolphins and Philadelphia Eagles and Camp Homo. Jason, I certainly would, buddy. So in Camp Homo over on Discord, we have Sunday Night Football going on, commentary. Couple people over there hanging out, watching 5-1 Eagles take on the 5-1 Dolphins. So it should be a good game. But so Urban Dictionary used to come out in an actual book. Like, it used to be an actual book. And it was made to be funny and kind of ridiculous, and get some jokes and stuff like that. Shenny, if you're still sniping, it's up to you at this point. But yeah. So we're gonna go through. I found a list of the 29 most disturbing Urban Dictionary entries, and we'll go to Urban Dictionary too. I previewed these, and there's no like racial slurs or anything in these, so you know. Exactly. We are just trying to educate people on the ridiculousness of the internet. We're not trying to do anything past that. So they have like words of the day. And some of them aren't so bad. So this is the actual Urban Dictionary. So we'll start with goleming. So these are made up words that people make up in different message boards. Oh shit, forgot to share it. And this is where they come to define them. Now, the interesting part about this is it's a voting system. So when you look into a word like goleming, did you piss the bed? No, I wanted to go early because this was going to be relatively on the shorter side, and I wanted to go over and watch Sunday Night Football. So I wasn't going to, but then I decided I was going to. So Sunday Night Football is playing on Discord. But so goleming, to sit in some kind of seat while concentrating on texting, chatting on your cell phone, and making very small but awkward noises. Example: snickering, giggling, huffing, audible but non-understandable words, etc. So, and then it's like an actual dictionary. What is Tracy doing? Oh, she's going in her chair. Just ignore her. So then there's a voting process, and there are alternative definitions. They also sell the shit out of their merchandise, as you can see. But I thought, no, I don't want the damn merchandise. I want the there. I gotta click on that one. So there are alternate definitions for it, and the community picks the one that makes the most sense, or has the most accurate definition. So, in the eyes of the internet. So, as you can imagine, this can get incredibly out of hand. So, we're going to go into some of the very out of hand entries that are compiled into this list. Viewers' discretion, viewers' digression, viewers, please don't watch this. Any of the above. And some of them are insane. Like, some of them are really ridiculous, but no worse than what Deez has put in my Discord. So, of course, most of them are going to be sexual in nature, because that's just how the internet works. But, so, I've personally seen worse ones than this. So this was interesting to me. But this is the most disturbing Urban Dictionary entries. And it goes like this. So, number 1 is Charizarding. Charizard, Flame Dragon Pokemon from Pokemon card series. He turns into Charmeleon and then Charizard. He's pretty badass. He was always my pick. But when you light a girl's pubes on fire, put it out with your jizz and then flap your arms. Say, you don't have enough badges to train me. Charizarding with Jenny was a night I'll never forget. So, this is the official definition of Charizarding, as decided by the internet. Fucking odd. As you can see, 6,100 people voted up this definition, and this became the official definition of Charizarding. So it's pretty, the Urban Dictionary is for older people who want to know what the young folk slang really means, and the young folks who just aren't freaky enough to be in the know. Jason, this is the tamest one on the list. To be fair, nobody is freaky as the Urban Dictionary. That's why it's so fun to scroll through and learn new terms. Just be ready to read about a few things you never knew and didn't want to try. Here are the 29 dirtiest. Like I said, it gets worse. Dirty Chewbacca. Yeah, we should probably go to Rumble. Yeah, let's go to Rumble. Because I can't read half these on YouTube. That's probably a good idea. All right, we're going to go to Rumble. So I don't get completely destroyed on YouTube. Because I'm going to go down on YouTube, but it's just, this is not going to be the day. So let's head over to Rumble, boys and girls. Mods, sir. Here, I can actually do it. You certainly are, sir. Certainly are. All right, we're heading over to, I could probably keep it on Twitter. I'm also streaming on Twitter. Don't know why, but see you at Rumble.